Welcome back, everyone, to the Somehow We're Still Alive campaign with me, Dorfeet. With any luck, we should be able to change that this episode. For the better. We're not going to try and die. In the last episode, we started the campaign and got royally screwed by this AI right here, who is annoyingly blocking us from our mission tree. So we're going to have to figure out how to progress forward today. So I was looking. Zhangdu is in a war, which is going to mean it's going to be really easy for us to attack him. Ah, of course. Not cool. Okay. So we just gotta wait for Zhang Xing to completely get steamrolled by Gushokukan. It's supposed to be some... It's very Korean sounding. I was looking around, and not Mongolia looks pretty weak. Like, I think we could definitely try and expand that way, if we could get the troops together. So, we're gonna watch this war unfold for a little bit, while we recruit a couple extra troops. And then we're gonna position ourselves so we can stack wipe this fool right here. Hopefully. You never know what actually happens. And thankfully, our leader actually got the defensive planner trait, which means we counteract the Kobold malice, which is very helpful. Oh, and of course you have a war wizard. Is that your leader? Of course it is. Oh, I love you. I love you, game. You always give me surprises that I want to see. Alright, do we do it? That's the question to be answered. We're not getting any help from, Good pickup a mill advisor. We don't by chance get one out of here, do we? Nope. Just... improve relations in Diplo, which isn't of value right now. I don't like it. I don't like this one bit. Oh, but we got the mage in charge. Do we make him a war wizard? That would basically ensure that we could kill Nuugdan Tsarai. Nuugdan Tsarai. Well, how about... let's see what our protege will be, and then we will decide. Okay, so, the new Golden Sage belongs to the inquisitive Knowing Eye clan, and as such is bound to put national importance on the stability of the realm and the acquisition of intelligence on our allies. That gives us spy network construction, the mages are loyal, and yeah, national unrest, I guess. Decent. Okay, and once again, we get a choice between the Kindled Scale and the Knowing Eyes. We could get Dog Water 026 or 524. I don't know, game. Which one am I gonna pick? 524. No, thank you. Okay. And one other thing we have to do, we gotta get these guys loyal. So boy. Alright, so the mage, if we use him, we can for sure win the war. What kind of, how good is he at magic and stuff? Not that great. But actually, he's renowned at necromancy. Say what? We could get undead army. Yeah, no. Well... no. No. I just wanna get through the game. As good of an idea as that sounds. And I don't think we're gonna get the chance to really... Maybe enchantment? Is enchantment pretty good? We could... Charm our military, yes. Actually, that's really helpful. Let's do so. Oh, that's cool. We could also charm the estates, but we don't need to do so. Okay, so we've got 5% morale for an extra 5 years here. Alright, that's actually decent. Plus we can use him as a mage ruler. Okay, do we go for it? Let's go for it. No guts, no glory. Plus we have a good heir, so... It's not going to be too horrible here. Did it just... Oh, because he can't be a... Why can't he be a general game? Okay, that should definitely be written down that your rulers cannot be generals. Whatever, though. He's just in Purgatory Land right now, I guess. Oh, I know what'll happen. So if you siege down Yin Quan, then he's not going to want to help Zhang Du. We gotta go for it right now. We gotta do this. Alright, and I'm gonna declare the war, because I'm not sure how this works. We even get our little subject boy. And who am I fighting? Oh, he's alone now, is he? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Excellent. And we'll give you... Yeah, 2 guys. Sure. And to think, I spent all this time trying to figure out how to metagame this. So, what we need to do out of this war is give it to our ally of all things. As frustrating as that is. If we can take his fort, which is in kind of an annoying spot, then things should go pretty good. We could just integrate you. Which we probably are. You don't... Well, actually, your big value to me is keeping the ogres off my back. And with any luck, you'll just kill, Oh, I don't have any siege magic, rats. With any luck, you'll just kill, Zhang Du's army for me. Okay, so we'll just boost it up to speed 5 until such a thing happens. Oh, no more land given away, please. Suppose I could have, because it's 2%. Speaking of which, how bad is our town? Pretty bad. Okay, there's his capital. And Len Jinhui does have it, okay. And we'll just make sure we're not losing too many troops here. We annoyingly have to retake the forts because his army isn't fully... I could just get stack wiped. There we go. Oh, thank goodness. I thought for a second there... Oh, man. So, the people of Lanjin Hui have helped us push back the invasion from Zhengdu, but it is far from over. The city of Zhengdu still stands, and thus the war is only on pause. Whenever we are ready to finish this, the Zhengdu seem to have weaker allies than the Lanjin Hui, and we should give them the signal that we're ready. So the backstory behind the Lanjin Hui is that they are a peasants' republic. Holy crap, they have a 656. Wow. And they rose up against their rulers from Zhengdu. And so, down with the tyrants of Zhengdu, away with the aggressors, the blue scarves of Lanjin Hui have won. And that'll get Kobolds in his land. Now he just needs to core it. And yeah, good things will happen. We are still losing buckets of the ducats. Not sure how to fix this. How bad is my force limit overage? You know what? Since you've already revolted, we're just gonna drop dude down. See if that fixes part of the problem. It does. Okay. You're gonna revolt no matter what happens. You... I don't want to try and piss off. Oh man, I almost thought you gave away your land. I would be very cross with you, Lanjin Hui. Okay, well, let's just go solve our own little problems. And we can get the next government reform, which manpower recovery speed sounds good. Tolerance of the true faith could also be good, but we aren't conquering any of our true faith provinces for the time being. I could just revoke, but I don't really want to fight the rebels. So speed 5 it is. Still in a bit of a precarious situation, but it's getting better. And we will just go ahead and start a fabrication on not Mongolia. Oh, he's got more troops though. Ugh. And he's catching up in tech. Ugh. Well, I don't think he can straight up kill us, is the good news here. Okay. And long have kobolds been refused entry to Zhengdu. The previous government saw us as unclean, thieving, and inferior. If we are inferior, then why does that government no longer exist, whilst our army parades through the city? Curious. Seems like the city is no longer off-limit for our people. And what's this? Okay. Now that Zhengdu is firmly within the control of Lanjin Hui, Mayor Xiao is considering moving their capital to Zhengdu. Should we try to sway them? This capital's where? You have dames here? Are you kidding me? Seriously? I'm over here slaving away and you've got dames here. Grr. I could use dames here. Yeah, he should move his capital to somewhere more defensive. And so if we build up trust with them, just gonna... might not take that long, actually. Could I spend some favors for some crowns? I could. Thank you for the money. Okay, so let's think about our next moves here. We might even just want to keep you unintegrated. Oh, okay. Joyous crowds filled the streets across the nation as an impromptu festival is held to celebrate the visiting of the Skyrunners last night. All across the countryside there were sightings of the red horse spirits as they danced across the clouds, bringing luck and prosperity to all who saw their auroral drovings. We have also received reports from our horse breeders that several of their mares are mysteriously pregnant, confirming the rumors of their couplings with mortal horses. And we get calf combat ability. Oh boy. Doesn't help us one bit. Okay, we'll just divert your trade. Placate you a little bit. And oh no, decrease of human tolerance, that ain't good. Okay, and we finally converted our first province. I don't suppose there's anything in here for conversion, is there? No, nothing too good. Alright, well, we will get to work on Qiaoying. Okay. So, if I attacked you, who would... Not too many people. Why wouldn't... Okay, could we potentially... Yin Quan might. Kohai might. Zhu... Jute also might if he wasn't fighting another. Hold up, what's going on here? Why are you attacking? What's going on here? Oh, the command's just in a casual World War less. Alright, excellent, awesome. Yin Quan has a mage. Yin Quan has a mage. How can I use that to my advantage? Yin Quan has a mage, okay. We could even pick up Divine Idea. Doesn't seem terrible, I'll admit. Okay, so we could bring in Yin Quan and Kohai if I ask them to prepare for war, which they both would. Yeah. Definitely want to attack this guy before he becomes a problem. Still wish I had my mage. Morale? Okay, it has to be done then. And everybody else is happy, so that should stop the economy from being completely terrible. Alright. No guts, no glory. Just in case, though, I really don't want to re-record this episode. That is the worst possible feeling you can have. So, I went forward in time to view all possible outcomes of this war. And I fought this war now 14,605 times. And of those outcomes, there were only 2 in which I actually won. So in this Let's Play, I'm going to be using the more interesting of the outcomes. And if you recognize this music track, then you know exactly what I'm about to do. And that's the neat way to do a reset. Suffice it to say, this is a very difficult campaign because in about 10 years, Nuugdan Tsarai is gonna come and just wallop us. So I've come up with a plan, and we are going to execute that plan right now. So we allied Bianfang. Next, we're gonna do something a bit unorthodox. We're not gonna be able to beat Nuugdan Tsarai with our regular military. Or even with a human military if we wanted to switch for that matter. So I've devised a plan. That's right, we're going with an undead army. While this campaign is about, I don't know, living up to the ideals of Balrijin, you know, I think he could understand for the time being, as we desperately need a way to fight. And so, we are going to do the one thing that rarely ever gets done, and we are going to straight up just go undead. That's right. We've now switched to an undead military, and because of that, we're about to get the Witch King bonus soon. And that is, yep. Miglo I has made himself known as a powerful practitioner of magic, and one unbound by the shackles of old laws and regulations, or as the Anbennar sycophants call it, a Witch King. The international community see Miglo I as a power-mad leader of a pariah state and an outcast amongst the diplomatic circles of the world. But who cares? A lion does not concern itself with the opinions of sheep. And so that gives us the much-needed morale of armies, national manpower modifier, manpower recovery speed, land force limit modifier, and discipline. That's what we need. So now we have a full manpower of 4.9. That's pretty much enough to obliterate anything we come into contact with. So you may be thinking, oh, I'm just going to go to war with Nuugdan Tsarai. Nope, I'm going to go with the war with the Ogres. I need money to fund this campaign, and the Ogres are who are going to give it to me. Furthermore, we're going to get an idea set. And yeah. There's also one other real quick thing we can do to kind of generate a bit more. And that's get a 2-6. Oh my god. Even in my test runs I hadn't gotten a 2-6. And we are, of course, going to raise more undead. Why wouldn't you? They're just free troops at this point. And we're just going to have them sit here, so the ogres don't have a chance to attack us. Plus, we need to clear out these rebels. And so with any luck, we should be able to avoid all of the penalties for going undead before before it really starts to be painful. And I will continue to raise troops. And the simple game plan for this is I just want these 3 provinces, some money, humiliate, and that's about it, really. And if only we could raise the dead in an enemy city in order to decrease their siege chance. But alas. And so we will just sit here, patiently taking our time. And if he thinks... I'll just steal that piece of land real quick. Mostly because we need to core this stuff when we get over there. And there's the riots, as I predicted. Some would call these powers unnatural. I would call them what you need to do to beat the AI sometimes. And so we can just kick it up to speed 5 because of how slow the undead military plays. Takes a month to travel in between zones. It is quite slow. And that may be an ogre stack wipe. As you can see, we outnumber his morale by like 2 to 1. And yep, that was a stack wipe. And so, the army of the dead does not kill, it recruits. A recent field battle has fielded more undead soldiers to join in your unholy ranks. I don't get to do this very often, but when I do, oh, it's worth it. So we're just going to send this straight at the ogre's capital. And I'm not sure if he even, yeah, he's only got 9k troops just kind of sputtering about. And if you're looking for just general tips on how to use the undead military, always raise your troops. You don't want to use your manpower, because that costs money and time. If you do go undead, you're going to become a Witch King, and at that point you've got a very small window of opportunity before other nations try to declare a coalition on you. I suppose I could talk a little bit about the downsides, and that's that you get usually -7 or -8 Diplo rep, which means your allies will not possibly join your side in a war. And so with this war, we can probably... Oh, we can get the Smoldering Claw clan. Once a great clan of great renown, they are best known for their aggressive martial arts styles, which bleed over in their military decision-making. They earned respect for single-clawedly resisting... Oh, I see what you did there. Developer, very smart. Against the subjugation of our people during the times of Haramor and Jaher, but faded into relative obscurity during the calm last few centuries. It wasn't until the first war against Jiangdu that they once again accumulated some renown for defeating a Jiangdu regiment in Longdao, whilst outnumbered 2 to 1. If we are to lead offensive campaigns of our own with success, we will surely need their expertise once again. It is time to awaken the Smoldering Claw clan once more, for we are going to attack the world once more. And as the Sage Council once more grants a seat to the Smoldering Claw clan, it is clear that the Kindled Scale faction agreed only out of sheer necessity. Relations between the two clans have seen better days, with recent Golden Sages often being from the Kindled Scales. They have often seen themselves at the losing end of clan disputes and financial reform. This ends today, however, as the clans once more takes up the position it used to hold for centuries. The striking arm of the Gold Scale Nation. The most prodigious of the undead. And you can see he's trying to get a big enough army, but it's not going to work out too well for him. And we will take some money, yes. We aren't even over our force limit with this. That's the beautiful part about the undead military. You can pretty much take whatever the heck you want. And if this capital would ever fall... Just die, old man! Jeez. Alright, 42%. Come on. Ugh. This game sometimes. There we go, 739 days. Jeez. So there's a 20k stack. Are you being attacked? No, you aren't. Could I just get out right here? Yes, I could. Beautiful, and that is a war with only 7,000, about 8,000 casualties on our side. That is how you do it. So we will return these skeletons to their rightful place. And we will institute the defensive edict in Balrijin to repair the Balriza Rizom. The fortifications of Balriza, built to take advantage of the narrow pass up the mountain plateau, which had been sabotaged by the Sun Elves during the time of Jaher to prevent revolt. Ever since, it has been in a state of disrepair. The recent conflict against Yeongdu instilled into the council the acute necessity to invest into this defensive corridor. So we get a free castle with extra defensiveness in our capital, making it really hard to take. Noise. And I think that's a good stopping point for today. Tomorrow, we are going to take our undead military and absolutely smash Nuugdan Tsarai for all the troubles he's caused me. Seriously, no joke. It took me maybe 4 hours to get to this point. I had to have a good night's sleep to refocus my thoughts. As always, thank you for the support. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.